Okay, my name is Marie Starn, and I live here at Covenant Living. And the first time I came up to Mission Springs, I was 16 years old. And my boyfriend brought me up, and his name was Lloyd Starn. And he brought me up in his new royal blue pickup truck. And we drove up to the hill where our cabin is. And his mom was there and an aunt. And in our cabin, we had it was the first one on the hill. And
What's the address, Mom?
what?
What's the address of the cabin?
411 Cathedral Drive. That's, yeah. And then in our cabin, there was no electricity at first because it was built in 1934. And so in the cabin, there was no electricity at first, so they burned kerosene lamps. And it also heated up the cabin, and it made the hot water. And when it was first built, my father-in-law built it, and at that time, it cost about $500, and we also remember taking part in the July 4th parade. Well, let's see. Now the speakers, I always enjoyed listening to the speakers as often as we could go. But years ago, at the old tabernacle, we used to sit outside because it was full inside. And back then, we wore dresses and high heels to the church services. And over the years, many more cabins were built there. And the roads were not paved then, but they are now paved. And then the new tabernacle was built. Then the playground was built, and the pool was built, and then it's recently remodeled. The area that we knew as the Flats was developed into a beautiful conference grounds that have been enjoyed by many families over the years. And then Frontier Ranch was built for the youth to attend summer camps. And back then, I think they slept in tents. And then finally, a roof was put over the basketball area and the play area. And then the memorial garden at Redwood Chapel was built recently. Since our cabin is very small, so we had to take turns using it during the family conference. And then our family used to keep a notebook where the kids would keep track of how many banana slugs they saw around the cabin. And we still have that book there. And then we could sit out on our back deck and listen to the services at Cathedral Grove. And when the grandchildren were little, they were given baths in the kitchen sink. Mission Springs is a very restful place to me, and we always enjoyed our time there, sitting on our deck and looking at the beautiful redwood trees and visiting with our neighbors. When we were young, we used to pick blackberries around the hill. And now I don't think there are any blackberries up there now. Oh, remember that when we had an earthquake there? I've got a picture of that too. This was our cabin when the earthquake hit.
Yeah, all this stuff.
Well, anyway, for Mission Springs, we hope that it will be a blessing for many families for years to come, and that God continues to provide for and protect this beautiful piece of land. I am thankful that my father-in-law, Arthur Starn, had the vision to purchase this property and build our cabin. The Starn house, as we call it, had been enjoyed by Art's children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. That's it.
Good. Good.
Is that good enough?
That was so good. Yeah, thank you.
So,